Welcome back to Starsector. JC here. And with everything all nice and quieted down. Oh, you look at everything's all quiet down. There! That one, that's what I wanted to do. Everything's all quiet. That'll slowly tick up. That gives me plenty of time to do other things. I'll leave it on my contacts because that's a hint as what we're going to do. We need the monies. My fleet's mostly finished. Relatively happy. I've got 3 slots left. Not really much I could do to it. We've got transport, we've got fuel. The only thing possibly would be to swap that for a bigger fuel carrier if I really needed it. But other than that, nothing particularly spectacular needed. The home fleet, on the other hand, they do still need some help. When I bought this, I was thinking maybe the home fleet could specialise more in this. Instead of grabbing like this kind of stuff, I grab some diable stuff. The home fleet to give them a bit of oomph. But that requires money. Another project that requires money is this one. To construct my siphon station so I can generate my own fuel. Yeah. That requires money. I also require an administrator to run that facility. So, how do you get around this? Well, you see, we've got this this low importance Diable Avionics military contract. So I thought, why not? We'll check my contact here, see if there's anything transporting anywhere. Otherwise, we'll go do that one. And we'll go blow stuff up. It's always fun. Hello. Do I have any administrators? No. Alright. What have you got? It's always a ship sale. That's all they want, is they just want my ships. It's like, no. Go away. My ships are mine. Stories about pre-collapse relics. Woman from the military offering bounties. Sorry, since when does my own faction offer bounties? Granted, having my own military contact might be handy. Oh, what have you got? Whoa. All the way down there. Right. That is... What have you got that's a bit more challenging? It's in the right direction. And it contains 2 cruisers. I'll take that, thanks. Maybe this person will appear as a contact. You don't never. It's a chance they will. It's always a chance. But I can hit that and then restock out of Diable's stuff. That's nice. Thank you very much. Well, got a mission. Now, one of the other things I was thinking of doing. I've checked this cluster. And there's no other. Basically, all of this cluster's points were spent on this system. So the rest of this cluster is absolute garbage. We could check out there. It might be something to put more systems down in here, which would be a nice point between here and my allies, which are there and there. that's another thing I can look into later on, is see if there's a possibility of setting up another colony out here. Who knows? But either way, I have a bounty to go and do. Ten other ships of lesser significance. Yeah. This one is going to be, relatively speaking, relatively easy. What we're going to do, I'm going to turn that off. Oh, would you look at that? It's just got some money. Only 15. Ah, yes, of course. That's because I'm doing research. I decided to do this because at some point I'm going to need to build one of these anyway, because it produces a resource I will be needing later on. It also unlocks the AI Algorithm Analysis Project, which is a special project. Just there, special projects. But more importantly for me, it also does this one. Leads on to this piece of research, which doesn't really do an awful lot. Doesn't unlock anything other than, oh, you know, corrupted nanoforge restoration project. You know, being able to take my corrupted nanoforge on my production world and restore it to a full nanoforge without having to find one. I just fix my busted one. Yes, please. Oh, and of course, I already have enough databanks to pull this one off. But I can't do this one until I've finished the project. So we'll find out what that entails. But, as I pointed out, electronic components, it may require these resources. I've got the research already to do these. These are specializations on the smelting. So I can produce those. I just need more planets. I'm already producing these. I'm currently doing the research for this. I've got the research to do that. Or at least low grade production of them. And then I can do those. All depends on what this special project requires. So that's me dealing with some of that side of things. Let's speed things up a little bit. I've got a long trip apparently. Imperium attacking this one. Since when did Diable Avionics take one of those systems? Wait, did you take their... My God, you managed to take one of the systems in their home system. What kind of absolute mad lads would do that? You're nuts. Absolutely stark raving bonkers. Are you at war with them or something? Are they just invading you for the giggles of it? I can't... Hold on. Because we're favourable to them. Oh no, they're in a fight with the Diable. But not the rest of us. They're friendly with the MVS and they're favourable with me. So they just took umbrage with Diable and it's just like, nah, we're having you. Alright, fair enough. It's not the rest of the Alliance's problem. They're on their own with that one. the equivalent of poking a bear, I think. We're going to have to slam on the brakes. He says slam on the brakes while pressing Shift, the incorrect key. Right, I actually need to get off this ride. Please. Thank you. There we go. There we go. I did it. Order a jump in. But we're going to tell you to stop here. This is a pirate-owned place. Straight up, pirate-owned. You can see it if I do this. It's a full comms sensor array. Ah. Well, that could be handy. Oh, look, just had a cultural bloom between my faction and the Imperium. We're now at welcoming. Hello, friend. You're looking for me, are you? It comes out of the nebula. Hi, friend. Or in this case, the local space, it's this little dust cloud. Just comes out the dust cloud and just goes, hello, friend. Hug. Not the kind of hug. In space, you don't want hugs with this lot. I think we're looking at probably a full deployment here. That's 5 cruisers. Only 3 destroyers. Eight frigates. Yeah. This might go a little bit one-sided. Deploy everything I'm allowed to deploy. Which is probably enough. But we can call in reinforcements if I need it. Please capture that, that, and that. I could tell you to capture that, but me. What do we got? Pause it here. I need to see. ECM rating 19%, minus 10% enemy weapon range, maximized. Ah. Yes, yeah. Oh yeah, you might notice there's more ships flying around me. I changed my fighter loadout to be a lot like my previous ship. Actually, identical minus the built-in for him. I'm just ploughing straight forwards until we find something reasonable to shoot at. Oh look! Something reasonable to shoot at. I'd like engagements on... Here's engagement, yeah. Gauge. This one, this one, this one. I'm going to target him as something to aim towards. So I am at least going in the right direction. Fighters engage. And come back. Yeah, you're shit out of luck, mate. Fires the missiles. Shields up. Fire. Fighters engage. Am I being hyper aggressive? Yes. Yes, I am. But I have the ability to pull this off. Regroup. You know what? Press home my advantage. The first time in a while I have been excessively mean. Oh well, it didn't last long. Next! Might as well issue engagements on everything at this point. Please start engaging hostiles. We do not care about claiming these. We've claimed them, and there's enough people around them to push them off of these points. Looks like you're going to engage that, which is fine. Get them, fighters. Never mind. Right, drop the shield so I can drop... Oh, my flux is already gone. Oh, there you go. There's just multiple explosions going on. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's it. That's just... None of mine even had to withdraw. Oh, no. Oh, no, that retreated. But none of mine withdrew. We took no damage. It's just like, yeah. Yeah, you didn't do so well, did you, mate? No, and most important of all, none of their officers got out of that alive. Yeah, I did a fair amount of XP. That's nice. Is it comparable to my size? No, probably not. Let them go. They're not worth the supplies. I will take all of that. Salvage. That's a bit more stuff. Perfect. Right. Did we get anything? Did I get anything? No. No. No new contacts. Well, it was worth a shot. Well, I'll go over here and restock, I think. We'll need supplies after that anyway. Even though I've got 900. I'm using 151 per day. Bring my combat readiness back up. So, yeah. Well, I got a fair amount of money out of it, mind you, so that's alright. You know what I'm about to do, don't you? Reverse drive polarity. Hello, friend. I need a ride this way. Thank you. A little bit more hyperspace topography. Ah, we hit the 500 mark. There are rumours that a pirate raid targeting your colonies may be organised in the near future. If the raid is successful, the targeted colonies will suffer from reduced stability. If the raid is defeated, your colonies will suffer less shipping disruptions from piracy for the foreseeable future. Very well. I'll take it. I'm perfectly happy with the pirates trying to attack me because it is a minimal danger to my systems. The home fleet can defend one planet, I can defend the other, job done. How much this blowback is? Wow, points stick around for a while, don't they? My plans to build up more into the home fleet is going to carry on. I'm not just going to sit here idly and let them plan stuff like that. I got my own plans to do. Turn on transponder. You know, I am jumping into their home system. Not through the star, mind you. I take umbrage to you going through a star. You can fly around planets. The game doesn't mind that. But flying into a star? No, it tends to try and melt you. Funnily enough. Right, let's have a look. Do I need any of this? No. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to dump all of this lot. For a bit more money. Because I'm going to take about 300 supplies. Don't buy fuel here, there's a local deficit. Which means it's more expensive. Let's have a look at the fleet. What can I buy? Can I buy a busted up banger? Yes, I could. I didn't really want to give them a riptide, but I was more looking towards a ship they're not selling. The Days, not Haze, the opposite one to that. But 184 135. Huh. I mean, I could. That would be a two fighter bays. Wouldn't be bad for them. For the home fleet, not my fleet. It's not a bad ship. But I actually think the other one would probably be better. If I go F2 on there. Where is it? It's under D. The Days. This one. It's not very fast, but then the rest of the cruisers aren't very fast in that fleet, so it doesn't really matter. It's just this thing packs an awfully... It's meaty, but it can also deal a lot of damage. And comes with micro-missile arrays. Pre-built. So the 4 missiles here can be designated for, how should we say, or damaging, or my faction standard missiles, which are unlimited and swarm to go along with their swarms. So I can have swarming missiles on swarming missiles. There is a joke there. For certain people of a certain age who wish to say certain things. I do not. I'm going to leave it at that. Yeah, I think a daze would probably suit the home fleet better. It needs enough firepower to bounce it, but it needs to be able to basically defend itself. It needs higher defense than it does offense, because it's meant to ward off, not do what I do, which is go into areas and blow the shades of brown stuff out of stuff. You know, making problems gone. This is a home fleet, is to make problems not show up. So yeah, I'll probably wait for a daze to come on the market. What I will do though is have a look at their medium weapons. Ah, it's point defense medium missile. Huh. Oh, that's their beam weapon, isn't it? See, the problem with my faction has a lot of... I remember. Got a lot of medium anti-shield. I've got relatively effective anti-shield, but not that much in the way of anti-armor. But of course, if I fit the ship out like this and I give it a colour scheme, then it'll actually change these to match the colour scheme. Which is the advantage of doing it that way. I think I'll look into that when I actually buy the ship, because there's no point carrying stuff around with me when I don't need it. What I do need though is fuel. But my other contact is here. So, we'll go for a little trip. We're done here. There's nothing else to grab here. That's a point. Where could I buy Tri-Tachyon, you say? They don't hate me. Just a tiny little bit. It begrudgingly let me be. Okay. They got an excess. I could very well just go and hoover up their excess. If I wanted to. Go around the sun, you morons. Good grief. Navigation officers in this fleet are abysmal. How much do I need? 250. But good grief, put the brakes on. Oh no, we're going to miss our target. We'll put the brakes on then, you morons. Oh, not liking this. This is Storm Central. I have to put the brakes on. Actually pressing the right button this time. Oh, quick, dodge that. Oh no! I actually made a loss this month. Huh. Shocking. How comes I made a loss? Oh, it's not you. It's going to be you. Yeah, research facilities 40k rather than its standard 10 because the research has cost me 30. That's alright. That's not a problem. Research should be 90 days left until research. No, let's see, because it took 90 days to do it in total, so we're going to be losing a couple of months. We're going to be losing money. Technicalities, I guess. Drop in here. Have a look at this lot. Isn't that nice? You've got weaponry. What about your fleet? I wish to buy stuff. You don't have any. Good. That's one of the destroyers I wanted at one point, but I've moved on from there. It's always the same. When you want a ship, they don't appear in the shipyards. As soon as you don't need the ship, then they'll start appearing in the shipyards. It's called Sod's Law. I have to have a chat with my contact here, see if they've got anything. Otherwise, I have to find out what else I'm going to do. So I'm going to pull over here and enter into an orbit. Oh no, no orbit, just float here. So, on that note, thank you for watching. Until next time, this is JC, out.